They probably have a key card though.
Good coverage.
All right, let's start it up. We are back with another game of Deceive Inc. We're playing Vigil here today. And if you're saying to yourself, wait, didn't we just play Vigil? We kind of just did, but I didn't get to use this build, and I really wanted to use this build. We also get to use the weapon one, which did get a nerf, and we did talk about it a little in our last video on Vigil, but like, you know, let's see it in action. Let's see what it's all about. And thought that'd be good. So we got the weapon one. Wow, I just consulted the numbers and then instantly forgot them. I believe it's 8 to the body and 11 to the head. That person looks so weird. Okay. And we have an overheat mechanic, which means, you know, we can fire as long as... Well, we can fire infinitely. We only have one mag, right? All our ammo just goes into that. We never reload. But we do have this overheat mechanic where if we fire too long in a row, the gun overheats, and we have to do an animation to basically cool it down. Basically a reload, but not quite the same. So one thing that this gun does, I'll say poorly, because it's unexpectedly, I guess, maybe not specifically poorly. Somebody was in here, or is in here. Would they already be gone by now? Probably. I'm just gonna get this one. I was gonna gamble, but...
For my eyes only.
We'll just do it this way. Alright, where would someone go after this? Probably to B. Checking Vob here for any wiggles, but I'm not seeing anything. So, yeah, when you're doing... Whoop, that's above my head. No one in here. We're gonna need this disguise. Okay, wow. So when you're doing that cooldown animation, you're actually locked into your weapon. You can't switch to your gadget, and importantly for Vigil, you can't switch to your expertise, which kind of makes many expertises on this weapon kind of bad. Not bad, just hard to use, I should be clear. I think someone opened this, and but I don't think it was me. Yeah, it definitely wasn't me, and no one came in. I don't think it was the guard, because they weren't quite close enough, I didn't think. I'm gonna have to go out, though. I can't waste this much time. Oh, it was probably the VIP, maybe. Okay. Okay. So yeah, when we're doing our cooldown animation, we're locked in on the weapon. This also happens in Octo Weapon 2, also has an overheat mechanic, and you also get kind of locked in on that one as well. Though it doesn't matter as much on Octo because that gun's a lot harder to overheat, and he also doesn't have expertises that like pull out other weapons, so it's not as big a deal just because of the way the character works. Okay. But it kind of feels really awkward on Vigil specifically. Unfortunately, though, I was kind of against it for a while. I was like, why is this a thing? Because the synergy's there, right? There's some super obvious synergy. You just fire the gun until it overheats. You switch to either the smoke bombs, the spark gun, or even this one, the GCG, to make some space. You know, there's a ton of synergy with all of your expertise. And in theory, the gun would cool down while you were, while you were, you know, doing something else. It's a great synergy. Unfortunately, balance-wise, I think that would be way too strong. That would just be a gun you never have to reload, right? It would just remove the reload mechanic entirely. So while I'm not sure the lockout is exactly the way to go, for example, if this was a reload gun, if we ran out of ammo, we had 0, we could switch to expertise and do stuff. And when we switched back to the weapon, we would just have to then do the reload. So maybe something like that could be added where instead of, you know, maybe the gun doesn't lose heat while we're at full heat in that. But realistically, I think it's kind of fine. It is annoying, and I do think they need to show and tell a little better of what's happening. Because definitely the first couple times, even not just like the first time I used it, but a couple times until I basically brought it into the training, I was like, why does this feel like it's not doing what I'm telling it to do? And it's because it literally wasn't. So some clarity would be good there. But mostly I think it's okay. And I really do think that it's just a matter of the gun does cool down when you're using expertise, when you're using a gadget. You just have to not hit that top threshold, and that's kind of where the skill of the weapon comes in. Of you just have to play well enough to not hit that top threshold. So that's kind of what we're going for. Obviously, it's been a really quiet game, but it's given me a good opportunity to talk about all the things I had to say. We're gonna go through here just in case. There's very little chance anything's in here. Ooh, okay, well, suddenly worthwhile. We are going to get our intel in here because it's fairly safe to do, but we'll be a little late to the vault. This does let out right near the vault. This will get us 12. We really only needed the 10, but come on. Now we're in a bit of a rush. So I've taken the shield here. Because when we are cooling our weapon down, not with the animation, but while we stop firing early so that we can cool it down, we'll drop the shield and hide behind it so that we can, then I'm leaving that one. It might be a bad idea. So that we can get our thing back. I also have the GCG here, the tactical, for movement and like that kind of stuff. Oh, okay. Tripwire. Ready to shoot this guy. It's that one there, I think. Let our thing cool down. Ooh, whoa, okay. She shot me through a shield. Did we get everything? We did. So there we go. That was managing the heat fairly well, actually, all things considered. Their shield allowed us to cool off our weapon a little bit. Then our, you know, while we were flying backwards / up with our other thing allowed us to cool off a little bit. And then my own shield at the end was probably a little early, but I was, yeah. That was the idea. So that was actually a pretty good display of exactly what I was talking about. We also have, and I have not used it yet because I always forget about Vigil's passives because they're not really passive. So I kind of expect them to just do their thing, and they don't. Okay, traced by a tripwire, fine with me. Doug. And again, while this cools off. And there we go. I assume that was, yeah, there was only one player. That was an interesting spot for a turret. So there we go. That's about exactly what I wanted to show off on both those kills. Took me a long time to explain it and a long time to find someone to show it off on, but that's kind of the idea. One thing I also want to do with this build is hopefully we get hard sell. I'm not going to like rejoin lobbies until I get hard sell or anything, but there's some cool movement opportunities on hard sell. I want to show off with the bounce pad plus the tactical GCG jump.
Good to be back.
You can save a lot of time. There's some other spots as well, but that's the one I really know. So see you guys right there in a moment. We'll wait for the mission report screen as always. Just the two? Yeah, we really only saw the two people at the end. We just kind of ran around the reef. We made it to a ton of vault terminal rooms. Like what? We did 3, or saw, at least we're in 3 different rooms and didn't see anyone. Anyway, let's do a game 2, and I'll see you guys right there. All right, we're back for a game 2 here. We got Diamond Spire. Not a hard sell one, unfortunately. I can't make that. But I did,
Good access,
for the
minimum
good of my own sanity, I did dodge a sound eclipse lobby. So if anyone's wondering why this isn't a sound eclipse game, it's because I purposefully avoided it this time. I took one for the team. One thing I gotta remember to do is use my passive this game,
Not
like
bad.
at all, like at all. But there's also one other thing I wanted to. Is that? That's got to be above my head, right? It could be right around the corner here, but yeah, okay, it is. I did hear a key card, now I'm distracted though. I thought that was probably also up, apparently. Diamond Spire and like audio stuff. Come on.
And here I was thinking my suit wearing days were over.
It's possible I ran right by the key card like 3 times and everyone yelled at me, but you know what? Here we are now. Okay. I just want to check the bathroom first, because if anywhere...
Next,
Is that always there?
anything can help.
Oh god. Okay, maybe it was. Figured if there was a fight, the bathroom was a pretty safe first check. That door opened a little early for that NPC. Ooh. Oh, never mind, I got this. You do want to get up kind of close, though.
A fine location.
Again, continuing to let our gun cool down all the time. And good to go. Should probably get our bounce pad back. It's weird I never remember the actual name of the bounce pad. Oh, great. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Leave that there. This is probably... Oh, good. Shoot. You kind of got to keep going, actually. I think I was safe, but I didn't think I was safe. This isn't quite enough HP, actually. Yeah. In hindsight, I'm pretty sure I didn't have to actually stop hacking. Is it under me? I don't know where this keycard is. Oh, it is. This is the keycard I've been hearing the whole game. Alright, this is one of those areas that usually is guaranteed food. That's another reason I was down here, but... Guess we did get enough, but it was looking a little slim for a second. Kinda want to go back up to A since we already opened one of the doors, and we already saw Yumi and Octo bodies, so unlikely there's actually any, Is that gonna be high enough? Ooh, I think that's... Yeah, okay, that's dug in there, so that's probably the Larson. I don't know which way they'll come in, but we can be ready at least on this side, maybe?
Perhaps trying harder would be a good idea. A vault terminal was deactivated.
Okay, let's see. Maybe they'll go out this way. Oh, hello. Oh, the E2. They probably have a key card though.
Good coverage.
Well, that's a little... Okay.
About an upgrade.
Nope. Nope, 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 nope. No. Whole lot of nope. No idea who is who at this point, but jeez. We chased a Larson. The person we saw jump out of E was not the Larson. And we also barely got that Hans. At least I don't think it was that Larson. I kind of want to go into E now, but... We don't really have... I don't really need a blue. Can I live without
Time to get down
a
to
green,
business.
though? I guess I'm gonna have to. If I want to get there with any reasonable speed, I'm gonna have to live without the green. We did get the hack speed and the purple keycards kind of big. We could probably get let through this first door. That throw's kind of risky. Alright, yeah, we're gonna get through the first door safely. But without having to spend intel. I think we just start this one. It's gonna be a little rough, but I'm not sure that's really gonna help much, but since it has very little cooldown, it does kind of have more. Should be okay. Okay, yeah, that's much more obvious than the sound of this printer, though. There's another 3 intel I'm gonna need. Start hacking my way through this door, because we're gonna need through there. Save all the time we can. And we'll get a gold chip at the vault. I do, if I can get like even like one more intel, I can get a blue. But looks like I'm just gonna go in. Alright, this is quite the loadout. We actually have more keycards than we do chips. We're still going this way because even if they come out this way, which is unlikely. Yeah, this is
A
why.
gift from the agency. How nice.
No need to reload. They poofed. That's gonna give them a lot of speed on us, unfortunately. Wow, okay. And all your stuff now belongs to us.
Agent Vigil on the way to the extraction point.
All right, well, that was pretty cool as an ending. That Larson tormented us a while. Not really. I wonder if it was that Larson and E who just came flying out.
Extraction vehicle has arrived.
They seemed very scared, though. All right, what a game. We got a lot of cool stuff done.
Never gets old.
Yeah, I feel like I made a lot of interesting plays this one. So even though we weren't exactly kill heavy, we did make a lot of cool plays. Oh boy. This car's cool. Alright, yeah, this is a pretty good build. I like it. I think the weapon one could use a little bit longer before it overheats, just a tad maybe. But other than that, it feels really good and in line with kind of the rest of the cast now, which it used to be just deadly laser type weapon. So yeah, I think that's my thoughts. Do like the video if you enjoyed, comment on your thoughts as always, subscribe for Deceive Inc content like this, and I will see you in the next one.